Welcome. We've just got back from a little holiday in Polzeth, Cornwall, and it was our first outing with this driveway awning. We've got a auto sleeper amethyst sort of Ford Transit motorhome camper van, and we normally have this great big tent, a big 6-berth tent, but I was looking at the size of the pitch that we'd booked and decided to go for a driveway awning, which is this. It's a Vango Galli, and I've just put it back up now to air it and dry it properly. When we left, things were a bit damp, and I just thought I'd give you my thoughts on it. When we arrived, the pitch size, I've gone on about this, the pitch size was very tight. I don't know what the actual dimensions were, but there was a van parked on one side and a awning on the other, so I only had the room I'd got, and I didn't really know how big this was, so we were trying to jiggle it, and it was raining and it was a bit windy and we were all tired, so it didn't go up the best. Now I've had time with it, I could probably do a better job, but the best thing to do is set your motorhome up first and pull this out afterwards. I've realised that in my situation the best thing is the back of this lines up with the back of the motorhome, because the door starts here. This is the side that comes out and meets the side of the vehicle, which I'll explain more about that in a minute. So you walk out of the back of my camper van, because the door's at the back, into a sort of wall, and then you have this little corridor, and then the door into the awning is there, and then you've got this great little porch, and believe you me, I sat under there many a time, and the wind and the rain were both giving it some, and I sat in these little corners and didn't get wet at all, and it was really nice to have that space. Didn't use these little bedrooms, I just put that up now, took it all the way down there, brought it all the way back, but I've just put them up just to see how they work. Really, I've got a pair of them, really easy. You've got colour coded straps, so you've got colour coded recipients on the other end, and you get this little private space. It's all lovely air vented and zipped all round, and mesh little pockets, so yeah, might use that. Let's use one of them. The only trouble is they take up a lot of the space, so if we had two, there'd be nothing left really for us. As a family of 4 and a rainy Cornwall holiday, it was very handy. Right, moving on. Sturdy, very much so. I was quite surprised, because it's these lovely new air beams, so there's no poles, you just inflate them. You got 1, 2, 3 and then a 4th at the front, and you can use these little straps, which will give it a bit of cross bracing, a bit of an A-frame, but honestly, we had a good test. There was some wind in the night and there was some heavy rain, and nothing to worry about at all. The only criticism I would give it is that I find the attachment to the vehicle a bit of a faff, and I hope I'll show you the footage from the stuff I took on the holiday. First time we were too close, so we had the link was sagging, and when it rained it collected water, which sort of pooled and then filled up, so you had to keep chucking the water off. Got it better when we went away and drove back the second time, but you've got to be pretty spot on to reattach properly. There's not a fat lot of adjustment in it. What I would say I could do with is some means of tying up the loose. So if that's attached to the vehicle, there's a little cinch buckle there to take up the slack from the top down, but you do still get a saggy bit there, and when it's raining of course that fills up with water, so I'm going to do something with that. I'm going to look at that another day, but yeah, absolutely brilliant though. I've never had a driveway awning. Unfortunately, the site we were at made it difficult to come and go, shall we say. So we only did it the once anyway. But if I was at Braceland's favourite site, or any other sort of decent sized pitch caravan club site, and you could just drive on and off, it would be brilliant, because you could just dump all your stuff in there, live in there. Oh, the cat's trying to get in. Hello, Razzie. Come on round. And yeah, you know, I'm sure you get better at that reattachment thing. And then what a great sort of living space. I slept in here the whole holiday. We had camp beds in the back of there. Lexi had one, I had the other, and Ellen and Hattie used the camper van, and we're absolutely fine. And that little link bit, actually, the porch that goes between the two, is such a useful space. I mean, we gave it a proper test because the weather was just, you know, we had about 7 days down there. We probably had 2.5 that were nice. So as far as testing out waterproofness and living space, we did it, and it was fine. So you end up with this sort of 3-4 foot wide by about 7-8 foot long corridor. I wouldn't say it's waterproof because it just abuts the vehicle, doesn't it seals at the top but not down the verticals, but it keeps the wind and the rain out, and you can put your shoes in there and all your dirty stuff and dogs' bowls and things like that, and it keeps this cleaner. So and we've got the carpet for this, which is really nice to have carpet. So I've got the 2 bedrooms. There's a footprint which I would recommend, which helps when you're putting it away. You're so glad of that, because when you peel the footprint up on a wet site, it's covered in mud. Obviously, if that's the awning, that's going to be dirty going away, whereas this has gone away pretty clean. And the footprint I've had out on the lawn this morning, and just given it a going over with a broom, and that's ready to go. So yeah, thumbs up for the Vango Galli Driveway Awning. Not cheap, but I think that suits us very much. I saw a whole variety of different sorts of awnings, driveway awnings, and people using camper vans with tents and sort of make their own joint between the two, which is alright when everything's fine, but once you involve heavy wind and a good bit of rain and driving rain, you know, things don't work so well as they do in theory, do they? Whereas this did. This was a positive. So I'm going to dry it properly, tie all the little guys up nicely, put it all away as it should, and it's ready to go again. But yeah, if you want to know any more about it, get in touch. So I've got some other bits of footage that hopefully I've stuck in amongst my waffle, and you can get a good view. There are other videos about how to put them up and put them away. Haven't bothered showing you all that. It is easy, but yeah, my experience of it was well, really good. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Just a little side note: if you don't take your cat on holiday and drop him off at the cattery, he's going to make damn sure you don't go without him next time, by hiding in the awning as you put it away. So he's thinking, I'll be rolled up in here, so they can't. Next time they get the awning out, I'll be there ready. Ain't you, mate? Hey? That's your plan, isn't it? You'll just go, ta-da! I'm here.